we wouldn't have a place called Mecca today. So therefore, a lot of people don't know the position of Abraham or his children, his offspring, the prophets in Islam. We want to teach that, and we've got a great center there which is going to be open, I think, very soon, and it's going to have exhibitions, prayer space, there's going to be a swimming pool, cafe, etc. So a different kind of Islamic center, if you like. It's not really an Islamic center, it's a center for people.
All right. I was going to ask you about the Maqam Center, but I also wondered, with the kind of backlash there's been, we saw, of course, in the US, that multicultural religious center that was being planned, or certainly, you know, initially they called it the mosque, the Muslim center near Ground Zero, the attack site of 9/11. There was a lot of backlash with people saying that this was a, you know, very negative thing. I wonder, have you faced any kind of resistance in Britain where there is still some Islamophobia?
Well, there's always doubt. You know, people have doubts with what they don't see. And so while the building work is going on, you know, people are going, hey, what's this going to be, you know? So you know, we're opening the doors, making sure people understand what this thing is. It's to benefit everybody, but it's a prayer space, a place where people can gather together, intellectuals, artists, you know, discuss, can work together, workshop together. And so there's multifarious activities. When you look at the Ground Zero issue, I mean, you know, it was really, again, it was like political, if you like, credibility being driven up for some people, saying what they believe to be the thing that most people would agree with. And I think it was totally wrong, because in a way the person that's I think initiating that mosque was trying to do exactly what we're trying to do here with the Maqam Center. Right. But it wasn't seen because everybody got the headline first.
Now, of course, you're there right in the heart of the Middle East, and I wonder how you regard what's going on and what people around you are saying as they watch how diverse the reactions have been across the countries. Egypt, obviously, Bahrain, we had Tunisia, and of course in Libya we've got Muammar Gaddafi saying he's willing to basically kill his people, you know, and you know, anyone who resists him. I wonder what the reaction is there, right in the heart of things.
It's pretty quiet, apart from, you know, what we're watching on AlJazeera. So, you know, we watch it avidly because that gives us the news. And I mean, I must say, I must commend you on you know, the incredible ability that you have to project what's happening right now. But a lot of people, you know, they're just watching with anticipation, and it's still very peaceful here. You know, we've got people going to the beach.
Now, of course, My People, the song you've written for Egypt and the rest of the Arab world, now is going to be available as a free download, isn't it? Tell me how that's going to work.
Well, we're just waiting now for the green light, but pretty soon it's going to be available for free download all around the world. We're hoping through all the major digital outlets, including iTunes and everything. So. And also, of course, my site, yusufislam.com, you'll be able to get to it from there. And people just be able to download it and enjoy and sing along. I hope that this will become a kind of a moment which will be defined by those words, you know, because those words are very important. You know, my people, and we are all, you know, one people. So I think it's a great moment for us to enjoy it.
Just a quick thought, Yusuf, about 30 seconds to go. I wonder, you know, we've seen musicians come together en masse for events such as these. Do you see this where you might rope in some other musicians from around the world to perform this as well?
Yeah, I hope so. You know, when I get to sing this thing on stage as well, you know, when I'm planning to do a tour in May in Europe, and another great thing will be when I hear the audience joining. You know, that's going to be a great moment as well. and getting people involved is, you know, it's great. It's one of the things I want to do.
Well, Yusuf, good luck with that. Thank you very much for taking the time out to speak with us. Good speaking with you.
Thank you, Riz.
Thank you for joining us too. Now remember, you can follow the program on Twitter. We're going to keep you notified on upcoming shows, and you can send us questions and comments to pose to our guests. On the next show, as social revolutions sweep through the Middle East, how marginalized has the US become, and how will this affect its future role in the region? Be sure to tune in for that, but for now we leave you with more of Yusuf's musical tribute to the revolution in the Arab world, his new song, My People. See you next time.
My people. Oh, come on, my people. God, show them the way. My people. God, show them the way. My people.
The Business Latest is brought to you by Qatar Gas, delivering energy to the world. Business Latest is brought to you by Qatar Gas, delivering energy to the world.
China has a growing elderly population, and as a consequence of its one-child system, there are fewer younger people to take care of them. It's a responsibility that often falls to the state. Private retirement homes offer an alternative, but independence comes at a price, financially and emotionally. Faces of China, at this time on Al Jazeera.
Afghanistan is faced with a huge challenge.
Relations have gone really sour between us and our allies.
We have inflicted considerable damage on the enemy.
The people who make international headlines.
Ultimately, the truth will out.
They want to stop this publication of information that embarrasses them.
Make time for Sir David Frost. Frost over the world. At this time on Al Jazeera.
Libya's leader lashes out, blaming Al-Qaeda for the uprising. Hello and welcome to Al Jazeera, live from Doha. I'm Sami Zaidan. In a furious phone call to state TV, Muammar al-Gaddafi also offered a number of incentives for protesters to stop. But it appears too late. These protesters, claiming to be in control of the east. As the violence continues, so do the evacuations. Tens of thousands heading out of the country. Also ahead, angry over the economy, the Irish begin voting soon, and it's not looking good for the ruling party. Plus, 2, 1. The final frontier, Discovery makes its last ever trip to space. Muammar al-Gaddafi says